Mic check. Oh, this already out loud. Mic check. Oh, this already out loud. All right, seems like it's. So say something now, see if we can hear you. All right, seems like it's. So say something now, see if we can hear you. All right. Okay. All right. Well.
You got to talk.
Let Benai get started up.
I'm trying to look at yours. I'm like, oh, he popped up.
Yeah, these people about to shook up and they don't got nothing to cleave unto.
That's right.
Just like in Egypt, them guys, man, people was looking to for salvation in Egypt, man. That shit wasn't working.
Yeah, you're there.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, kind of.
All right. Shalom.
Shalom.
We're going to face to the east. Give all praise to the Most High. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone. Shalom to all the brothers. Of course, the few sisters pursuing this truth, this sincerity, all right? May the blessing of election be upon your house, man. Man, knowing what we know gives us such comfort in these times. The brother was just talking about, he ran into somebody at work that was supposed to get deployed, man. Eyes all big, you know? And she knew some people that what? Tell the story, bro.
Yeah, I guess she was supposed to get deployed, but something happened, and they sent some more people. And then I guess they end up, you know what I'm saying?
Lord got him up out of there.
Yeah, got him up out of there, man. She bugged out.
Yeah.
Eyes wide, like you said, bro.
So a great fear is about to grip people because all the comforts they cleave unto is about to be stripped from them. Okay? But knowing what we know, we have comfort. We have the stability of our time, like it talks about, what's that, Isaiah 33:6?
Right.
You know, we can get that real quick. And then we can get, yeah, brother got it. You get Isaiah 19, we can go roll from there.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah chapter 33, and verse 6. And it says, "In wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time, and strength of salvation."
What does fear derive from? Not knowing. People that they don't know, like, oh shit, is this gonna happen? I'm unsure. We know exactly what's about to play out.
Man.
Does that make it, is that gonna make it any easier to go through the test? No. But we have Yahweh Shai to cleave unto. These people don't. They don't got nothing to cleave unto. They're gonna be trying to cleave on the carnal things and nothing's gonna work. All right, you guys wanna say something real quick?
Yeah, because, you know, the exact opposite, as it says in Hosea 4:6, chapter 4, verse 6, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Mm-hmm. So the majority of people that's lacking in the knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of what's to come, that's how they're gonna be destroyed, because they lack it. That's why, you know, when the brother, made his told his story, right, about how the woman was, like, that should have been me, all terrified, worried, young chick too, right? You said like in the 20s, right?
Man.
Yeah, like 20 flat, young chick, just worried, don't know what's coming next, right? But for us, we sit there, we like, hey, we chilling, right? Hell, we happy to hear that you know what's going on with Iran and U.S. and Israel. We're happy with all this happening, man. We get even more and more excited with more news that come along this way, right? Oh, Iran done sent a bunker buster or something like that. Yeah, Jay gonna be cheesing from cheek to cheek, man.
That's right.
Right, but as far as everybody else, man, they don't want to look at the news. They don't want to know about what's coming, right? But it's getting to the point to where, man, reality is gonna smack you dead in the face, right? And there ain't gonna be no escape from it. That's all I have to say.
That's it. You got something, bro?
Second Esdras chapter 5 and verse 12 in the GNT says, "At that time, people will hope for much, but will get nothing.
Ooh.
They will work hard, but will never succeed at anything. These are the signs of the end that I am permitted to show you."
Yeah, people in a rat race. They on that hamster wheel. They think, well, maybe if I work more hours, maybe if I get a side gig, you know, maybe I can get ahead. Mate, man, shoot, I got this crypto over here. I've been investing in that. Right. None of that shit's gonna work, bro. The Lord's intentionally putting people in a place where they either have to lean on Him or perish. Yeah. There's not a middle ground. There's not a way that you can ride the wave through this affliction that's getting ready to come.
Hey, I'm gonna jump over to verse 1. Second Esdras 5 and 1 in the GNT. "But these are the signs. The time will come when all people of the earth will be in grip of great confusion. The way of truth will be hidden, and no faith will be left in the land.
Yeah. Now, when we go to Isaiah the 19th chapter, it's going to talk about the burden of Egypt. And when it talks about that word burden, I'm pretty sure it's the word masha'ah, and it's in the Strong's definition. When you look it up, it'll talk about a mental burden. People are mentally burdened right now, but they're getting ready to be physically burdened.
Right.
Because all the resources in America, the prices for everything is about to go up, and you ain't finna get a raise. So people are gonna be in straits, man. But again, the Lord's gonna make a way for those who are diligently seeking Him. He said, "Well, His servants gonna eat and they're gonna drink." So we understand that's gonna happen. Can we tell you exactly how that's gonna play out? No. That's where faith comes in. Okay, and not everybody's endowed with that gift. If y'all, my brothers don't got nothing, I see Bernard getting something. We can start on that Isaiah 19.
Got it. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 1. It says, "The burden of Egypt, behold."
Now, again, let me elaborate. This is talking about America, because this is spiritual Sodom and Egypt. Okay? Now, the way the Israelites were delivered out of Egypt is going to be a similar way we're delivered out of America. All right? But it's going to be on a greater fashion, like it talks about in the book of Jeremiah. Okay? People aren't going to talk about that Passover anymore. They're going to talk about the Passover or the deliverance from the North Country. And I'll get that while you keep reading.
God. This is Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 1 from the top. It says, "The burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at the presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it."
The idols of Egypt, they're going to be moved. Back in ancient Egypt, people worshipped all kind of gods. There was a god for everything, right? And people leaned to those gods for protection, for salvation, for comfortability. The same way, likewise, in our modern time, people lean to what? They lean to the media. They lean to the monetary system. They depend upon the food in the grocery stores without fail. They look to their celebrities, these kind of idols. They look to a bunch of different things for comfort, for stability of mind. All of that is getting ready to go down the drain. Okay, so there's not going to be any comfort in this world. So people aren't going to have anything to comfort them. So what are they going to do? They're going to crash out. They're going to crash out. And it's going to talk about how people are going to be going against each other, man. Keep going, bro.
God.
Actually, I wanted to read that.
Point.
Yeah, it's Jeremiah 15. Let me see. Is it 15 or 16? Yeah. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. All right, it reads, "Therefore, behold, the days cometh, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither they had driven them." Now, Adi Yashawam expounded on this a couple days in his lesson. The bulk of the nation of Israel is captive here in America. That's why the focus is here. But we do understand there are Israelites scattered in every nation under heaven. But the focus on the climax of the movie is going to be here, because this is where the bulk of Israel is going to. This is where it was said unto the children of Israel, "You are not my people." But then again, through the prophets, it was said unto them, "Ye are the sons of the living God." So this is like, every movie has like the place where the great battle takes place. Now that's going to be over there while the nations are gathered, but the great deliverance portion is going to be here in America. See? Read this again, Jeremiah 16 and 16. "Behold, I will send," 15. "But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers." And this is also a nod to how the children of Israel are going to be placed back in the Holy Land. There's going to be a deliverance that outdoes Egypt. And the people over there in the Holy Land today, they weren't brought to that land that in a fashion that outdid Egypt. It doesn't make sense.
Right.
You got it? Somebody has something?
No, go ahead, bro.
19 again.
God.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yeah.
Second Esdras chapter 16. I'm gonna start at verse 40.
Yeah, he went to the big one.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, you know what? Let's get to verse 3.
Yeah,
Let's get to verse 3 in that. 3 or 4, and then we'll transition into that. Yeah.
This is Isaiah
You just
chapter.
slam dunk at the beginning of the game. You just punch a nigga in the mouth with the rip. You ain't warm up for next. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah chapter 19 and read verse 2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
All right, so all these people, there's going to be class wars. All right, there's going to be you already see the war brewing up between the men and the women. There's a disregard for one another. People are going to disregard one another so that they can survive. It's going to be all about self and not about the Lord, not about repentance.
Yeah.
You see? You want to say something?
Oh, no, you
Go ahead, bro.
Continuing on. Well, I'm starting from the top. Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2 says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother."
Now, when the brother goes to, so when we go to 2nd Ezra 16, I believe that's where it talks about men invading one another. All right, so it's saying this everywhere you go, the conditions that are about to play out. That's 15. Oh, can we get that real quick then, just to go with this?
Yeah, I got
You finish that verse out while that brother get that.
God. Continuing on, it says, "And they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom."
That's it, man. City against city, kingdom against kingdom. Bro, it's not far-fetched when things get really out of hand for all the states to be like, oh, well, Texas has to give up their oil because oil has enough oil to supply a country, a small country.
Right.
What happens when the blue states want oil from Texas? And Texas is like, fuck you guys. We're going to keep our own oil. We're going to give oil to the people that rock with our agenda.
Right.
It's so many ways things can escalate and things can turn sour in this place, man. But the scriptures gave us the blueprint that it is going to happen. You see, you want to say something, B?
Nah, you got it, brother.
Keep going, bro.
God. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 3. It says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof."
Ooh, that American dream. All right, that the hopes to be great here.
Yeah.
All right, just believing it. That shit is dwindling because this place has been given into the hand of a cruel Lord. We'll get that as well. All right, but there's no hope to thrive, have a thriving life here. You can't own a home. Okay, your children are corrupted by the media and the school system. The food is fucked up, the air is fucked up, the water's fucked up, your relationship is fucked up because your woman has been programmed or conditioned to think the way this devil has taught her.
Right.
There's nothing, you really can't enjoy anything here. There's nothing that you can really enjoy in pureness. Nothing is pure in this society. So people are realizing like, damn, there's nothing for me here.
Yeah.
So people result to what? They result to hedonism, meaning they result to trying to gratify their flesh. And that's why there's, either amidst all this evil, there's still such a big push for people to do carnal shit. Because they're trying to pacify themselves. Because this place sucks. Everything they have, their hopes and dreams are down the toilet. So people want to pacify themselves with carnal bullshit. What's up, bro? Shalom. You know? Come on, so keep going, man.
God. Back in Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 3, it says, "And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards."
Yep, keep going. And you've been seeing that, right? The elites of this society, they're all witches and warlocks. And even the plans that they're trying to forward in the earth, the scriptures go into the fact that how it's not going to play out the way that they want it to.
Yep.
And even when they think they're about to fulfill it, the Lord's going to flip the table over on their ass. It says, in the
fullness of sufficiency.
Yeah, you got it.
Straight.
Yeah, that's been straight. That brother know.
Isaiah
Yeah.
20.
Yeah. The fullness of his sufficiency, thou shalt be in straits. The Lord's going to press the button on his ass.
Right.
So nobody is enjoying life right now. And we're seeing what the end of a wicked rulership actually looks like.
God.
Keep going, bro. It's one more precept, I think.
Yeah, verse 4. It says, Isaiah chapter 19, verse 4, it says, "And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord."
Hey, look at Trump. Now, who's the hand up Trump's ass? The elites, the small hats. Okay, he's manipulated like everybody else, but he's a very cruel Lord. Let's look up that word cruel real quick. It's 87186, Qushah. It says hard, cruel, severe, obstinate, fierce, intense, vehement, stiff of neck, rigorous. Okay, our people on this sign are about to be put in a rigorous situation. All right? All the masses are about to be put in a rigorous situation. Food is going to be scarce. People aren't going to be able to travel and go as they please. Everybody's going to be spoiling one another so that they can provide for their people. And all of the nations, man, all of the heathen, they have a hatred for you. So in the midst of lawlessness, what do you think is going to be happening to so-called Black, Latino, and Native American? Much death. All right? But again, the Lord's going to cover those who fear him. Now, that was it on that. Now the brother could go get what he wanted in 2nd Ezra 16. All right,
Okay,
I'll get 15 real quick, and then we can go to 16.
2nd Ezra 15, and I'm going to start at 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh. The sword and the destruction draweth nigh for these people, and the prophets have been set up to warn the people. Repent, for the day of the Lord is at hand. Is that damn Amber Alert?
Yeah, you ready for it?
Kids is getting snatched every 30 minutes. And nobody ever gets found. And then you'll get documents on what's happening to the kids, and still nobody gets arrested. No arrests have been made for all the evils. That should make the person with any brain cells, the two brain cells to rub together, be crying out, sighing and crying. But the only people sighing and crying for the abominations being done in the midst thereof is going to be the elect, like it talks about in Ezekiel, the 9th chapter. Yeah, that stream.
Yeah, it made us drink.
Yeah, it ain't nothing but Satan, man. Since we got out here. Take your time, bro. Yeah, when you go to Ezekiel 9, just to get a brother a second to get his stuff together, I'm going to go read this for you real quick. You go to Ezekiel, the 9th chapter, it tells you the state of mind that the elect are going to be in. Cool, you back on? Read this real quick. Ezekiel 9:4, it says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark of exemption, upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. None of these people are sighing and crying. The only people really sighing and crying and vexed and rubbed and chafed in the spirit are going to be those who fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. We hate to see the world in this condition because the condition of the world is our concern. If we be those men, the welfare of the world, that's our concern. We're going to be made custodians over it. So you don't see people who really get bothered by world affairs like we do. Yeah. Nobody's really like, why are they setting things up this way? Why is this place? We're vexed the same way Lot was vexed in Sodom and Gomorrah. Right. Now we can go back to the 15. Okay.
Just going back.
Sometimes you got to just pull something when technical difficulties happen.
It's back in 2nd Ezra chapter 15. All right, in verse 14 again. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another with swords in their hands. And that's going to be happening at every level of society, at the lower levels, all right, between militaries, even the elites, man, they ain't getting along. We don't see it, but we know behind closed doors, they're not on the same page. These people are evil to themselves. The scriptures say, he that is evil to himself, to whom shall he do good? You know? Keep going, bro. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men.
Sedition, meaning anarchy. People opposing the powers that be. It's going to get to a point, because right now everybody's still cool because they don't feel like all the bullshit the elites are doing is affecting them in their personal life yet. Yeah. Once that shit starts to affect people in their personal life, once people can't feed their children, once they can't go get their medicine or their drugs, right. Okay? Once that is a consistent thing and their life is out of whack, once that people can't get gas to go to work because they work across town and now they can't pay their rent, people are gonna crash out. But right now, it's still, people still got this hope, well, things can go back to normal. You know, stuff always happens. And, you know, it kind of just goes away. This shit ain't going away. It's not going to go away. It's not going to get better. You're not going to be pacified this time. You're going to be confronted with yourself. You're going to be confronted with what you're into. And all you've been into is yourself. You made yourself your God. They worship the creature more than the creator.
Right.
And you can't save yourself, regardless of what your internet guru tells you. You can't save yourself. Okay? Keep going, bro.
Going back. It says, for there shall be sedition among men in invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and their course of their actions shall stand in their power.
Anarchy. So we just read in Isaiah the 19th chapter, similar. All the prophets were saying the same thing. They articulated it different ways. The same way you have brothers from all different walks of life and different accents and vernaculars. We're saying the same thing. We may articulate it different, but we're all in the same spirit. Same with our forefathers, man. Great sedition is about to take place, thus saith the Lord. So how are you going to navigate a time like that, except the Lord be with you? Okay, when you go to Amos, what is that, the 9th chapter? It says, if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him. If you can get that real quick, because that's in representation of constant peril. I don't care how much you can bench on the bench press. There's going to be conditions that you're not going to be able to escape, man. You got more on that, bro?
Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able.
Woo!
For there shall be, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid.
Yeah, man, the conditions upon the earth aren't going to be escapable by carnal means. I don't care if you're It Man. I don't care if you're Vegeta, okay? You're not going to be able to escape the conditions that the Lord is bringing upon the earth. Nobody can escape the Lord's hand. Okay, so the only way to navigate the time that's coming is if the Lord is covering you. And you don't get access to that covering unless you nurture your relationship with the Son, with Yahweh Shah. Kiss the Son lest you be angry and you perish in the way. And you have a lot of people who even know that they're Israelites and they haven't nurtured that relationship. They haven't made Yahweh Shah the focus of their walk. They made it about everything else. They've used this truth as a crutch to lift themselves up in the world. They too are going to get they're going to get a worse judgment than the ordinary person, actually. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Keep going wherever you were. You had something I forgot now.
Amos.
Okay, you finish that, B, and we'll get the Amos, and then we'll get the hook you had, and knockout punch.
Judges 15 and 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods.
That sounds like the love of many shall wax cold. See how it's all the same? Everybody saying the same thing? Keep going, bro.
It says, and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
Yeah, man. So when those conditions happen, when things affect people personally,
right,
that's when it's gonna escalate. That's when the pandemonium is gonna pop off. That's when the purge conditions are gonna manifest.
Hey, I got something to chat to you.
Go ahead, bro.
Because you know this thing going on with the Straits of
moves.
Yeah, struggling with that shit. But America, I just asked ChatGPT, what all the goods that flow through the Straits of Hormuz, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got it.
It says in America consumes and benefits. All right, I mean, it's like you consume, you know what I'm saying, the goods, whatever, right? It says number one, crude oil. All right. It says
crude oil. Let me say, for the people that don't know, to run the grid, you need that.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Cuba, for instance, Cuba is they're in the midst of Jacob's trouble right now. People aren't talking about it, but they didn't. It was a 2-week period where they didn't have crude oil.
Yeah.
America was turning away international aid for them to even get it. So all of the lights, the sewage, none of it was running for 2 weeks. Disease was breaking out. It's probably still going on. Right. And think about when the lights were off for 2 weeks. What do you think people were resorting to? Man. You understand that those conditions are coming here. It's coming to a town near you. Keep going, bro.
It says why America benefits. Even though the U.S. produces a lot of oil, global oil prices are connected. Oil from the Gulf becomes gasoline, diesel, jet fuel, plastics, chemicals, asphalt, lubricants.
Can I just read some of that again?
It says gasoline, diesel, jet fuel.
Jet fuel, so that's travel.
Right.
People ain't gonna be able to travel. There's no jet fuel. The planes ain't running.
Right.
Keep going, bro. It says something
It
else.
says plastics, chemicals.
Plastics, chemicals. So your cleaning products. All right, the products they use to make that quick food. All right, the medicine. Majority of medicine, because of John D. Rockefeller in the early 1900s, is what? Petroleum-based medicine.
Right.
So now, people aren't able to get their drugs and their medication. Their pharmaceuticals. The prices are up.
Yeah.
So think about all that is connected, man. Your whole way of life is connected to what's playing out over there in that part of the world.
Right.
And the Lord has it set up that way on purpose. You want to speak, bro? Go ahead.
It says asphalt and lubricants. If removed, shuts gas prices in the U.S. Rise quickly. It says number 2, refined petroleum products. About 5 million barrels a day of refined fuels move through the straits. This includes, like it says, gasoline, aviation fuel, heating oil.
Now, when you talk about the fuel for travel, fuck you going to see your grandma. What about the shipping of goods? What about the boats that bring the goods and the food and the bro, 72 hours is how much food the typical grocery store has. A week goes by and no goods are being shipped, there's not going to be any food on the shelf. Again, what are people going to result to?
Right.
You ever see those videos with the kids and you take their tablet and they just crash out?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
The adults are the same way. If you take their dainties away from them, they'll crash out just like those kids on those videos.
Right. Yeah.
they're the same. Their brain is a little more developed, but they're the same way. You see?
It says number 3 is liquefied natural gas. It says around 20% of the world's LNG trade passes through Hormuz. It says most come from Qatar, one of the largest gas exporters. Gas is used for electricity, fertilizing production, heating, plastics, and industrial manufacturing.
Man.
If LNG stops flowing, energy prices worldwide rise.
The world stops. And that's why the Edomites, that's why it's so important to them to control that part of the world. Because right now they control the world by a bunch of underhanded, sneaky means. The earth is given into their hands, but they're doing it sneaky.
Right.
If they got that part of the world on lock, they don't got to be sneaky about shit. You don't do what they say, they can shut you off. They can shut your water off. And that's the power that they want. And that's the power that these people, the elect of these people, are going to be given.
Right.
You see?
It says if the L or the liquefied natural gas stops flowing, energy prices worldwide rise, which affects the U.S. power prices and manufacturing. That's why you see you're gonna start seeing them electric. The fucking electric bills are already starting to go up, man.
Hell yeah.
You goddamn data centers and shit. You see? So with this shit going on in the East, man, it's just gonna make things more straight. When you read it, it tells you that. But we're in the times of the Luke 21. Where it talks about them signs and the suns and the moon, and then on Earth, the stress of nations with perplexity.
And we supposed to have a eclipse, something coming up soon?
Yeah, it was on the 3rd, bro.
Yeah.
On the 3rd. Yep. Then you had that planetary alignment on February 28th.
Bro, since 2020, it's been non-stop signs in the heavens.
Bro.
You had one eclipse in like 2020 and another one like a year ago, and it created like an X over America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, it's been non-stop signs in the heavens, bro. So the Lord is moving. And you have men who've been in this thing for longer than I've been alive that's been waiting to see this, man. I'm happy to see it, and I'm happy that they're getting to see it. You know what I mean? Like, damn. This book is really playing out before people's eyes. And what's beautiful about it is you have all the news anchors, you have all the politicians, all the the alternative media people, who they say things that are true, but it's about to get to the point to where they're not gonna know what to say. Because the only people that are gonna have the answers as to what to do, what the solution is, are gonna be the prophets. So we're getting to that point to where everybody's just gonna have to shut the fuck up and listen to the men of the Lord.
Right.
Because we're still at a point to where people are like, well, this, and they're sitting up there on the podcast, well, the scripture said this, but they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's gonna get to a point to where everybody's gonna be in such straits and they're gonna have to focus their attention on the men of the Lord. And that might be a small little window where people actually get to listen to the men of the Lord before that shit's shut off.
Right.
The family of the word is coming. This has an expiration date. You see? Keep going, bro.
Number 4, petrochemical raw materials It says the Persian Gulf is one of the world's largest petrochemical hubs. It says through Hormuz moves chemicals like ethylene, methanol, ammonia, propylene. It says these become everyday products Americans use, like plastic bottles, medical equipment,
Bottled water.
clothing fibers, electronic parts, packaging, and car components.
Okay, look, clothing, scarce. Electronic parts, you want the new iPhone? Ain't gonna be no new iPhone at some point.
Right.
That shit break, it's just broke. That's it. And you know a bitch good for cracking her screen.
Right.
And her phone gone, she ain't got no phone to use.
Right.
These women to crash out, they can't get on that damn phone. Bro, life is about to be flipped on its head for these people. And they're not prepared, man. They're not. You got that more on that?
Yeah, it's more. Number 5 is fertilizer ingredients.
Food.
It says natural gas from the Gulf is used to produce ammonia, urea, and nitrogen fertilizer. It says these moves through the straits to global markets. It says why it matters to the U.S. Fertilizer affects corn, wheat, soybean, and vegetables. If fertilizer supply drops, food prices rise globally.
Yeah, man. So everything's gonna shoot up.
Right.
Even that honey bun you be sneaking and getting. Everything's gonna be expensive, man. So people ain't gonna have access to food. They're already cutting the SNAP benefits for people. How are people gonna have access to things? What are they gonna result to get it? I know what the damn so-called white man's gonna result to get it. They're gonna result to the sword.
Man, bro, it says how it impacts the U.S. specifically. It says even if the U.S. doesn't import everything directly, Americans feel it through gasoline prices, airline ticket prices, electricity costs, food prices, manufacturing costs, and stock market. In the stock market.
Yeah, in the 1950s, America was at the height of its economic boom because for so many years, so many decades, America was producing everything in-house. All right? But around the 70s, if I'm not mistaken, one of these brothers might know, we became a predominantly more consumer nation instead of a export nation. So everything that this nation has, they're bringing it in from somewhere else. So there's no self-sufficiency. So when an event like this happens on a world scale, America isn't equipped, the citizens aren't equipped to deal with that. Now Trump said today about the gas prices, he was quoted as saying he's not concerned with the rise of the gas prices.
I got it right
Yeah,
here.
okay, go ahead.
So this is Trump. This is from Revolt News. It says President Trump said oil prices will soon fall once his war is over, and downplays concern in the meantime as global prices top 110 a barrel and gas prices in the U.S. approach 350. It says this is his quote: short-term oil prices, which will drop rapidly when the destruction of Iran's nuclear threat is over. It is a very small price to pay for the USA in the world, security and peace, Trump said in the post on Truth Social. He said he don't give a fuck, man. Like,
So,
oh well.
yeah. So he's unconcerned with the people of his nation.
This is from his Twitter or whatever they call that shit, X.
Yeah.
It says Donald J. Trump. It says short-term oil prices, which will drop rapidly from destruction. Yeah, that's it. Short-term oil prices, which will drop rapidly when the destruction of the Iran nuclear threat is over, is a very small price to pay for the USA in world safety and peace. Only fools would think differently. Well, that nigga is telling you that's that cruel Lord, nigga. Like he said, oh well, nigga, get over it. This is a small price you niggas gonna pay. You see?
So the baby's going hungry, the people going hungry. That's of none of his concern. And like the brother said, I want to bring that point up, that cruel Lord again, circle that back home, because those are the conditions that you've been put in. And these conditions have been manufactured for you to be put in. They want you to, be squeezed to the point to where you know, you're crying out for help. Which y'all, when y'all claim her? Concubine? What's that, Elon? Alright. Start wagging your head back and forth. They gonna stop that shit. It's gonna be illegal to shake your head back and forth in the kingdom.
Right.
You can't do that shit. I was just playing. But yeah, they're gonna put everybody in a position to where they're pleading for help, and that's where that charagma's gonna come in. That's where that chip is gonna come in. You see? Trying to get chose. When women, let me tell you guys a tip, man. When a woman want to get chose, man, they just put themselves in your proximity. Go ahead, vicinity. There you go. Proximity, vicinity. Keep going. We can go back to what was we finished 2 Ezra 15. We was gonna go to 16. Right? Okay, come.
One more verse. Come. Going back, 2 Ezra 15 is 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation.
It's all good. So yeah, man, that just circles the point home. We're trying to paint the picture of the conditions that are about to play out upon the earth, which should, you know, put a little fear in you. Not fear for man, but fear of the Lord. Like, damn, Lord, are you going to be with me? Even Ezra, he posed the question, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? So we're in the same spirit. We want to be covered by the Lord when this place circles the drain. Because everybody bullshitting, like it says, you know, I think it's in 16, right? They should not always be mindful of the scourges.
Yeah.
All right? People aren't, even though all this shit is playing out, plain as day, people, they just bullshit. The women still walking around here with the skirt above their waist, just coochie to the world, right? And everything about to crash. They were about to crash and burn. I was on social media yesterday, and this dude was asking a bunch of women. He was like, name 3 countries.
Oh yeah, I see that, he said in North America. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They were through.
Yeah, bro. One of them
said Mexico.
One said Mexico.
Yeah, that's South America.
It was no somebody said Asia. I seen one say said Asia.
Bro.
He said, okay, another one. Like, damn, 3 countries you couldn't name 3?
Right. Through.
But that just shows you how disconnected people are from reality.
Man.
They're in this digital world. You see? And Esau want to up that on your ass. That's gonna be a part of the helping hand he's gonna lend you when everybody cries out for help.
Right.
When he comes to that mark, he gonna come with it. Well, we can just confine you to this, and we're giving everybody a supplemental income, and we got this impossible meat that you can eat. Bill Gates about to make bread. He already got bread, but he about to make bank. All these farms and land that he bought up, to grow his artificial bullshit. People gonna be yearning for it, man. He set it to play years ago.
Yeah.
They done set the play up.
Bro, they showing you in these Epstein files, bro.
Yeah, man.
The whole pandemic and all that shit, bro. They was talking about that shit, man. How we gonna do this? How we gonna get rid of the poor? The nigga was talking about the vaccine and all this other shit before they.
We do a really good job with
talk.
vaccinations.
Right.
We could get this number down. It's like nigga did a whole PowerPoint.
Bro, nigga planned that shit, bro. Before he had the chalkboard, man, and showing people, look, this is what we gonna do. And showing you the Lord is revealing this devil on what he's been doing, man. Only to confirm the words of the prophets, man.
Yeah.
You see, because our apostles and elders been telling you people, man. All right, these so-called rulers of America. All right, the Edomites. All right, self-proclaimed so-called white man. All right, he's the wicked that 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 is speaking about, man.
That's right.
He's the one exposing. He's leading the charge, and the heathen are falling right after these niggas. This whole fight between these niggas, they fighting over who gonna rule this bitch, man.
Yeah.
Who gonna rule the new world order, man. You see, all of them on one accord against your ass, man. Against you so-called Negro Latinos and Native Americans. Don't get it twisted, man.
Yeah.
You see?
They in agreement to get your ass up out of there.
Right.
But even amongst themselves, like the brother said, they still trying to see, no, I want more control. I want control of this industry. And they all trying to get in where they fit in. You see? And they all got these big plans on how they gonna rule the world. That Agenda 2030, remember they had that?
Right, yeah.
You're not included in that. You don't benefit from that.
Right.
Jake be like, oh, look at all this technology. We're going to be able to do it. No, nigga, that's not for you. When he talks about immortality, when he talks about upgrading the human being, he's not talking about you.
Right.
You're the cattle.
Right.
You're going to be like the golden retriever in the back. You're going to be Air Bud. Okay? But That's how they look at you. You know?
That's funny. That nigga playing basketball.
Yeah, nigga played basketball. That was a parody. That was a parody for your ass, nigga.
That's crazy.
They was like, hey buddy, here buddy.
Right.
That's how they treat you. I'll be wanting to ask when you hear a Edomite man call somebody bud. It's like, do you say that to your friends?
Right.
Do you say that to anybody you respect?
Right.
I ain't never called somebody I respect bud.
Right.
Hey bud. It's like, what the fuck am I? Like,
Yeah.
I'm a person. What is?
Right.
What's that? And the white man call me bud. I just act like I ain't hear him.
Yeah.
He said, can't be talking to me. You know, it's like the disrespect. Go ahead, bro.
Right. Nah, that was it on there.
Okay, we can go back to second at 16.
Okay, you want 16?
Yeah, because I wanted to get like, we talk about the scourges.
Okay, gotcha.
They talk about it, yeah. But some stuff in there.
All right, go Second Ezra chapter 16. Okay, verse.
I had the urge to call him bud as he walked by.
Man.
You know, how you doing, bud? Go ahead.
In verse 17. Let's start at 17.
Come.
It says, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death.
So Ezra was being shown a vision of this time. And he's seen himself in the vision even. Okay? That's just, a tidbit to show you that the prophets are back here today. He was told to John the Revelator that you must prophesy again to many people, tongues, people's kings.
Right.
Paraphrasing. But this is going to be a time that, again, there's no carnal escape from. When the prophets seen these visions, it made them sick. Ezra was sick after he seen these visions, man. He needed a break. He needed a break before he got the next one. So, like, what we're about to go through, you're not going to be able to go through history and say, oh, this is like that time. It's not going to be like, oh, this is like.
Right.
This is going to be some new shit going on.
Yeah, nothing you can prepare for.
Yeah.
You know how you can look back in history and when you will have a better idea on how to prepare for a situation. But with this situation, it's gonna be a time like never before. So it's nothing you're gonna be able to do to prepare. Only thing you can do to prepare for it is what we're doing right now. You seeing what this brother on the other side of the camera is doing, man.
That's it.
You seeing what you listeners out there, you know what I'm saying, in the YouTube world are doing right now.
Yeah,
man.
on the unicorn.
See, taking heed unto the warning before the destruction comes, man. Turn back and repent unto the Lord, all right, before those doors of grace close. That's how you prep for the worst time that's for the time like never before, man.
Yeah, this your bug out bag.
Right, because even the fucking bunkers ain't gonna save them. These bunkers ain't gonna save these fucking elites, man. You see? A bunker ain't gonna save you from what the Lord is about to bring, man. Only the Lord. It tells you that in 2 Ezra 13, when you read it in the GNT around the 26th verse, it says the one who brings the danger is gonna save his elect, man.
Damn.
Showing you that it's gonna have to be Yahweh Shem Shah who saved you, man.
That's
Nothing
it.
you can do it by the power of your hand or with fucking money, man.
Yeah, and that's what Jake get it messed up, man. They honestly think they could deliver themselves. What's getting ready to happen on the earth is sanctioned from the heavens. It's not something that you can navigate. Oh, I got my switch. I got this. You know what I mean? Look, that's not how you're gonna be saved in this time,
Right.
bro. Even the people that are stacked up on goods, you got the shed with all the guns. What happens when you're on your way home from work and an attack happened on U.S. soil and they shut your highway down? Nobody can go this way.
Right.
And somebody else did.
That's somebody else shit.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Them niggas that you showed when you
Yeah.
got drunk and inviting over your house. Look what I got.
Yeah.
Niggas will show, people will show other people what they got.
Stupid.
Dumb.
It was a
How the fuck
king
would you
that
do
did that.
Yeah, I think it was it Hezekiah?
I can't. It was a king that did that, and the
yeah,
prophet was like, "What the
yeah.
fuck are you doing?"
Right, yeah. He said, what you showing me, everything?
Yeah, it's like you're an idiot, bro.
Hey, bro.
They about to backdoor us.
Right.
That's what
Soon
the
as I
prophet.
left, yeah, we got it.
Yeah, he on
right,
their
call
ass.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, bro. But
That
nah,
Jake though.
Yeah, you got it, bro. I'm gonna go back. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when those evils shall come?
So even Ezra, who clearly was a man of the Lord, was like, "Damn, am I gonna make it?"
Right.
And if he was saying that, God damn it,
Right.
what spirit should you be in? You should be looking towards the Lord in fear and trembling, praying for mercy, praying the Lord is with you, man. Doing all that you can to be in good graces. Because there's gonna be a lot of people that do that know the name, that know they're Israelite, that don't make it.
Yep.
You should right now. You should have the pedal to the floor towards the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 19, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute.
Look up that word anguish real quick. I know we know what it means, but it's always some juice on there when you look it up.
Right.
Anguish. It sounds like it feel like it's in the same category with despair, which is hopelessness.
Yeah.
Like there's no solution to your problem.
I got it. This is the Google definition of anguish. It says anguish is a state of severe mental, emotional, or physical suffering characterized by intense distress, pain, or anxiety.
All of that, man. Oh, that reminds me of Amos the 9th chapter. It also reminds me of Wisdom of Solomon the 5th chapter, man. That mental anguish when they see the elect being beamed up out of destruction, because by that time, people are gonna be wishing they could die. It's gonna be certain people that wish they could just be in the spirit world. But the Lord gonna preserve certain people to the very end, man.
Right.
But in Wisdom of Solomon 5th chapter, you get insight into the thoughts that the wicked gonna have as they see that, oh, I chose the wrong path.
Right. True.
Con.
Going back, 2nd Ezra chapter 16, in
got
verse
the Amos?
19 again, says, behold, famine and plagues, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges.
Nor be mindful of the scourge. And that's what you see. You still see people just going on like, oh, you know, da-da-da-da-da-da. They say, again, they're in this headspace to where like, well, what could I even do about it if I did want to do something about it?
Right.
This is what you do about it. This is how we fight the fight. This is how we stand against the evildoer. All right? But again, that's only revealed unto who the Lord chose.
But this is a spiritual war. You got to remember that, man.
Yeah.
You see, this is spiritual warfare. So to the carnal eye, what we doing, it look like we ain't doing.
It look like nothing.
Like we ain't
Y'all
doing
just talking shit.
But you got to remember, right? We just standing here, we ain't doing it. Well, y'all ain't got no land, y'all ain't building nothing.
Yeah.
But you got to remember going back into the situation with Joshua when they was walking around Jericho.
Yeah.
You got to imagine how the people of Jericho was looking at the Israelites like, what the fuck
are they doing?
Niggas just walking around.
Yeah.
They ain't saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just
They
walking
probably
around
make a
the
joke.
city.
Oh, they dehydrated. They delirious.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So it was the Lord, and the Lord did that purposely, bro. It was to see if Jake was gonna, be faithful and have faith and obedient, and it also done it was a different type of warfare that fucked like, man, it was a psychological thing to them niggas, bro.
Yeah.
To them what was it, Hamites, man. If I'm not mistaken, but yeah, it looks the same way now to these people. It look like we're not doing them, but but it's gonna be one day, just like during the time of Jericho, where the Lord said, "What shout?" And what happened? Them fucking walls came down, man.
Man,
You see?
you gotta imagine they walking around the city that them 7 times. That's like what we doing, man. The scriptures say about the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. You gotta imagine when they was walking around that city, they had to believe that us doing this, the Lord's gonna move because we're obedient.
Yeah.
We know we were told to come out here and preach this word for the sake of showing that we're obedient. Because whoever the Lord want to save, he gonna save. The scriptures say, I shall have mercy on whom I shall have mercy, right?
Yep.
So really the Lord don't need us, but he commanded us to be out here. So through obedience, we come out here to show that we're on his side, okay? And again, the things that are not seen, like in Hebrews 11, things that are not seen are more potent than the things that are. So us walking out on faith and doing this is building our spiritual man, is strengthening our connection to the supernatural. You see? You had something you want to say, bro?
Yeah, it made me think about 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 22. How it goes into the Lord rather obedience rather than sacrifice. You doing what the Lord tells you to do, feed his sheep, warn them of the things to come, being that watchman like you're supposed to be, right? That's you being obedient, right? Rather than just giving some bogus ass sacrifice that majority of people is giving. Right? Because everybody's putting up a sacrifice. It's just only the elect. They're the only ones going to put up a sacrifice that's pleasing unto Yahweh by Shimon Shai.
Yeah.
But the 2/3, But they gonna put on sacrifice onto him like this, like brother, like that shit nasty. Right?
Yeah.
Right? That's what it's gonna be like to the Lord. And it's gonna be ultimately to their detriment because they chose not to fear Yahweh Shem Shah. As it says, as it goes into Proverbs 1 and 20 on down.
That's it.
You say so? No, I said so.
Kind of.
All right, this is back in 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and verse 20. It's like the 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case."
People think because they still could go get a people burger at Wendy's. They think because they still go get a people burger at Wendy's that, oh, I'll be all right. I'll get through this.
Right.
But they don't know even that about to be snatched from them.
Hitting that 4 for 4, hitting
That 4 for 4.
I'm winning.
Yeah. you eat a little Wendy for real.
Right.
Wendy really in that burger. That's really Wendy.
You eating Wendy.
That's really Wendy. God damn.
Yeah, through. Hey, that shit weird.
That's
real,
nasty.
though,
Bro,
Yeah.
golly,
That's
bro.
real.
Because, like, you got to think about, they say McDonald's, hey, look up how many patties McDonald's sell every day.
It's like, what, like 6?
Bro,
It's in the millions, bro.
Right, yeah, a day, bro.
A day. Now, that's just McDonald's. Wendy's, Burger King,
Right.
all Chick-fil-A. It's
Right.
like, it ain't that many cows.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
not that many chickens.
Right.
To be having
See, even you go to, and I don't want to do this, my elder Manasseh talk about. Man, even the oxtails we like to get, man, it's like, damn, is it that many oxtails?
Right, yeah.
Damn.
Hey, your
Right.
bread should be defined amongst the Gentiles.
We through.
Bro.
God damn, that's that
No.
kangaroo tail.
Damn.
I remember that was in Florida. There was a thing. That was like, that's kangaroo tail. I was like, God damn, bro.
Yeah.
You just gotta pray over this. God, well, you can. It's nothing. Like we said at the beginning of the lesson, bro. You can't enjoy nothing here.
Yeah.
It's always, you know it's tainted in the back of your mind. You like everything. Even your relationship with your children is tainted.
Yeah.
With your woman is tainted. Everything is tainted. It's like, damn.
It's like what's hot tainted.
Yeah. You just gotta seek new heaven. The only thing that's not tainted is this.
Yeah.
This the only thing that's pure in the whole world.
Right.
So you gotta cleave unto it and seek new heavens and a new earth where dwelleth righteousness.
That's right. Go back.
Man.
2nd Ezra 16 and verse 21 again. "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth."
Even look, right now, everybody think they self in good case. They think I'm good.
Right.
I have my check coming on Friday.
Damn. Just land at that job he always
Yeah.
wanted.
Yeah.
We good. My kid's straight.
And they don't know. Esau about to run out the office with the money and slam the door.
Right.
It was a movie like that where they gave the dude a raise. They promoted him like VP. Huh? Yeah, bro. And they set him up to be the fall guy.
Damn.
That's what it does.
Yeah.
Because it was a Ponzi scheme. And they took all the money from everybody and they put him up there. They're like, oh, he's the new CEO. And they got the fuck out of there. That's how they about to do you people, man.
Damn, was that I thought that was
I don't know the name of it. I remember the movie.
was that I think that was the one with Will Ferrell, right?
It might have been Jim Carrey. It's Jim Carrey.
Okay, all right, yeah, done.
Jim Carrey gone in the spirit
I
world.
thought nigga just lost his job.
That nigga gone in the spirit
Yeah,
world.
got him.
Yeah, he got his ass.
Damn.
That ain't Jim Carrey.
Yeah, that's
You see that nigga, man?
Yeah,
that poor excuse is crazy.
Damn, I was like, his speech pattern ain't even the same.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit fucked up. Now Esau really do that shit, bro. And people, bro, nigga will hold up there acting like, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
that is not Jim Carrey, bro.
It's like, nigga, he don't talk like that.
Wise now.
The-
Right,
the-
nigga,
the-
eye color change.
Yeah. And you know
Damn.
you know it don't be there when their eyes be like this the whole time. Like, is anybody noticing? Like,
Right.
yeah, nigga, we looking at you. It's not you. But
That was an easy giveaway.
yeah, this nasty work out here, man.
Bro. It says, the sword, famine, and great confusion. It
Yeah.
says, for many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy.
Ooh, now we're going to Amos the 9th chapter because it's going to double down on that. Constant peril, running into constant situations to where you need divine intervention from. But the only people that's going to have access to divine intervention is going to be the elect.
Right. Right.
It's particularly the men of the Lord. All right? That's why the scriptures say a man of the Lord is going to be as fine as gold in that day.
Yep.
Yeah.
You got it, bro. I just want to say something first.
No, I'm gonna say it's Amos 5.
Yeah.
But
Like,
now you good. This is Amos chapter 5 and verse 19. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion.
start up. What?
Well, 18, woe to the desire of the day of the Lord.
Yeah. It's all good.
Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, woe to you that desire the day of Yahweh.
That sounds like what we just read in 2nd Esdras. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Keep going.
To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
To what end is it for a nigga that's just been eating popsicles, sleeping with his homeboy girl, smoking weed? To what end is the changing of the age for him? Because there's not going to be a person that's a part of the 2/3 that's going to be delivered in this time. You understand? If you're a 2/3, there's not going to be a 2/3 that wiggles into the kingdom. Oh, I made it. Woo. No. Everybody that wasn't chosen by the Lord, and you're a part of the nation of Israel, your sentence is death.
Right.
You're gonna die the second death. Okay? So the scriptures is posing a question: to what end is it for you?
Right.
To what end is it for a nigga?
Who
You
wanted
see?
you from the fleet to come?
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
if I
Yeah,
said
you
it
might.
right,
They
right.
all saying the same thing. All in the same spirit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Man.
Got continuing on now, verse 18. Amos chapter 5, verse 19.
Damn, bro. That's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
And you know, in the kingdom, man, the Lord gonna play the movie back, and we're gonna get to see, you know, King Solomon, John the Baptist come up, and see, okay, who was he in the past? Who was Samuel? And we're gonna get to see it all play out, man, in fullness, and be like, damn, look how intricate the Lord was.
Right. You're gonna learn about the great man of our lineage, man.
Yeah.
Just like we gotta go to fucking school and
Learn about George fucking Washington. Yeah. All with
yeah, bro. You know, that's scumbag, man. You see, you're gonna learn about the righteous man of our forefathers, man. You're gonna even learn about the elect who's doing the work in these times that make it, man.
Boy.
You see?
Yeah, you're gonna learn about the priest Benaiah. Chapter 3.
Chapter 3.
I went to open the book to chapter 3. We're gonna learn about Benaiah and how, you know, his sacrifice led to
We're teaching the heathen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So we're gonna set the 2/3 gonna need jobs.
Right.
They gonna be in the land, set up as teachers in the
They're gonna be chilling,
Yeah.
They're gonna be chilling. 2/3 gonna be chilling too, man.
they gonna be chilling, doing their thing.
Right.
They gonna
We'll be over the fucking heathen.
supervisor positions.
Right.
I'm the regional supervisor in righteousness. You
Right.
know, Jake get a job like that, he start acting like a whole cracker.
Right. Yeah.
Nigga shave his face, he be bald, don't have no hair on his face. Just the flappy meat under his neck.
Bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, back in Amos chapter 5, and now we're at verse 19. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him.
So what it's illustrating to you is somebody might escape a perilous situation only to run into another. Okay, you escape the hunger, you find some food, oh, the food is poison. Or you run into some cannibalists, which is gonna be a lot of people. They did the CIA did there's this guy that went to jail because he was telling all the illegal shit that the CIA was doing. His name is like Kirikou, his last name. I may have seen him. But he's talking about how they did an experiment on these people without food in the forgotten what country it was, in the Middle East.
Yeah, I seen that interview.
And it's he said it only took 2 weeks for people to resort to cannibalism.
Man, bro.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
And mind you, remember that 2 weeks number, that's how long Cuba went without crude oil. So I don't know, it might be some updates. I gotta check up some updates to see what's still going on over there. But if it's by now it would be like a month. So if they haven't got that, I'm pretty sure it's crazy over there. You ain't heard nothing on the news about Cuba either.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that? Go ahead, bro. But you know, America, they trying to shut off the whole Western Hemisphere right now. They gotta have it on lock. They can't have the Southern American countries having any relationships or interminglings with China or Russia. They strategically, they gotta shut off the Western Hemisphere. But it's causing a lot of heartache amongst the tribes, man. Go ahead, bro.
You still in the Amos, right?
Yeah, we still in Amos.
This Jeremiah chapter 11 and verse 11. Therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. It says, then shall the cities of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto the gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at the time. It says, but they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, so all these gods that our people worship, you know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ being one of the main ones, man. You see that white image of Jesse B. You know what I'm saying? That the Christian church, the Roman Catholic Church promotes. A lot of our people gonna cry. They're gonna cry unto that cracker, man. You know, you ain't gonna get no answer, man. You see, they're gonna cry unto Buddha and Allah, all these gods of the heathen that our people worship, and they ain't gonna get no answer, man. You see? Then they gonna understand, man. Then they gonna understand. Damn, you know what I'm saying? The only people who's gonna make it, just going back to the point of what the brother is going into, is the elect, man. And it's gonna be visibly seen who the true God of the Bible, who the God of heavens and the earth, man, and all creation is dealing with, man. It's gonna be evident, man. They're gonna have Psalms 91 talks about their divine intervention that the elect is gonna have, man. It's gonna be evident. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 70 on down about the elect having the Lord guiding them through. You see, guiding them through the troubles, man. Isaiah 43, though you go through the waters, you know what I'm saying? They shall not, the river shall not overtake you. The fire shall not burn you. You see? All this is gonna be, so it's gonna be evidence who the Lord is dealing with, man. You see, and the nigga gonna, just like that nigga from the Mommy too. You know what I'm saying? When that nigga had all them goddamn niggas gonna be running through them chains.
Yeah, the mummy.
Yeah, right.
He went through all the languages, then he got to the Hebrew, and then the Pharaoh said, oh, the language of the slaves.
Right. You know?
You got it, bro.
That's how niggas gonna be. They're gonna be trying to, then they're gonna try to call on the name of the Lord. You know, and the Lord ain't gonna answer them niggas, man.
Yahuwah? Ahia? No, nigga. And then, you don't, just because you know the name, don't mean you have access to the power of the name unless you've, again, cultivated that relationship.
Right. Like you going to we know the club owner. We go to the club, we get in, you walk in, y'all know his name.
Yeah.
He don't know you.
Nigga, you know this nigga?
Right.
All right, hell no, you out of here.
Right.
Back of the line.
Yeah.
Look, bro.
No access.
He can call on the power of Grayskull, but if he ain't got that sword, he ain't gonna turn into He-Man. I mean, Adam can't turn into He-Man unless he gotta have the whole package.
Right.
You gotta be equipped with that sword. You gotta be equipped, all right, with this knowledge, and you had to have been walking in the way. So you can know the name all you want to, ain't gonna do you no good.
I got it. That's right.
This is Matthew chapter 7, verse 21, just add on to the point. It says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven.
You got it, bro.
So yeah, it's just pretty much self-explanatory, man. Not everyone that says Lord, Lord. So just because you know the names doesn't mean that you're gonna be saved because you called upon them.
Right.
Right. You gotta have what? It goes into that in James, 1 or chapter 2. You know, faith without works is dead. Right. So you have to have works that prove your faith in Yahweh Shem Shah.
Right. You have to have that one-on-one relationship with the Lord. Man, that reminds me, you pulled that scripture, that nigga Charleston White. Niggas on one of them interviews talking about, man, I'm on that Jesus thing, man. I'm gonna wait till I'm old. I'm on the deathbed. It says all I gotta do is say I accept the Lord Jesus Christ. Until then, I'm about to do what I want to do. That's what niggas think, though. That's a cut to Christians and how Christians think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just do what I want to when I get old. Then when I'm on my deathbed, I'm gonna say I accept the Lord Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior, and then everything is good. No. Like the brother just read, some people in that day gonna say, Lord, Lord, and the Lord gonna say, nigga, I don't know you. Get away from me, you workers of iniquity, man.
All right.
Roughly paraphrase.
They got that skit on Family Guy where Hitler was on his deathbed.
Damn.
And he's like, I repent to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. And then he poof, he was. It's like, but again, another dig at the mentality of a Christian. Because they don't understand, no. You have to get James 1 and 22.
This is I got it. You said 1 and 22? James chapter 1 and verse 22. It says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only.
But be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. Keep going.
It says, deceiving your own selves. But if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man beholding his natural face in a glass. But he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was.
What could you trust the nigga that you gave him a mirror and said, look at yourself? And he look at himself and he said, okay, describe what you look like. And he like, you'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Right.
Your elevator don't go to the top. That person, their judgment is fucked up.
Right.
They don't remember what they looked. If they saw their reflection, they wouldn't know it was themselves. They don't know themselves.
Right.
That song Drake had called Know Yourself.
Right.
Right. They don't know themselves. The Lord ain't gonna be with a guy like that. Okay? When the men of the Lord look in the mirror, we see a resemblance to Yahweh Shah because we're conforming to his image.
Right.
All right? We're trying to become one flesh with Yahweh Shah, so we're gonna be in the spirit that he is in.
Right.
All right? And the spirit that Yahweh Shah was always in was what? The spirit of prophecy. Revelation 19:10. The spirit of Yahweh Shah is the spirit of prophecy. Christians ain't in the spirit of prophecy, bro. They don't look like Yahweh Shah at all.
Yeah.
They have no resemblance. You got it.
And I like how it says, be ye not
Be
be
ye
ye
doers.
doers, but not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Right.
Because if you're being a hearer only, you deceiving yourself, thinking, oh, I'm in the truth.
I go to church every Sunday
Exactly.
and then praise Jesus. No.
what song? What 119 says? Beth with Warhouse Shaw, young man cleanse his way by taking heed unto the word.
They're
Right,
gonna
so
tell you right there.
That requires
Jesus Christ was a
that
black
requires
man.
that requires action.
Cesare told you himself, man.
Yeah, bro. I wish you
I wish I could have seen him, but I was, you know what I mean?
Bro, right, straight up. That was
Yeah.
Chizzy. Yeah, that was
I
Chizzy.
didn't think you
Hey,
were gonna say
he
that.
was waiting to say that way on down that corner. I watched him.
Right.
He was looking at us smiling across the street. I said, he about to say some shit for the first
I'm
time.
getting with
Hey, I'm gonna kill him with this one.
Right.
was no black. Cesare. Damn, I didn't
My
expect him to
nigga
say
look
that.
just like Chizzy too, bro. Damn.
Just,
Yeah.
Chezzy Ray, man.
But yeah.
Chezzy B.
But yeah, what was I making? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, about deceiving your own selves.
Yeah.
Right? Because you listening to the word, it's more than just listening. You gotta be, active. You gotta be doing something towards Yahweh Shah, which is ultimately what changing your ways. Right? You can't be like, oh, I believe in the Lord, but you still didn't change the way you eat, didn't change the way you think, nothing. You still the same nigga you was before you heard about the truth. Right? So and ultimately, if you're still like that, you're just deceiving your own self. Just like it went into what it says, beholding yourself in the glass and forget pretty much who you was, what you walk away. Right? That's exactly what you're doing. You hear the word in that moment, you locked in, but as soon as you walk away, you forgot everything that went out the fucking window. Right? You be like, shit, I finna go get me a pepperoni pizza or something.
Right. Oh, that made me think about, it was some years ago, brothers put in the chat, it was just Jake with fringes on his t-shirt smoking a cigarette. You remember?
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, then Jake, he was just sitting on his porch smoking that cigarette with his fringes on,
Straight.
holding the cigarette, looking down at it by his fringes.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
It's like, what the fuck are you? Yo, again.
I got something.
Yeah, go ahead.
Come. This First John chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, if we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie and do not the truth.
Ooh.
It says, but if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another, and the blood of Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the Son cleanseth us from all sin.
It's self-explanatory, man. If you say you have fellowship with him but walk in darkness, you lying. Right? You can't be telling the truth, man, because if the Spirit of the Lord dwelled in you, guess what? You will have that fear. Right. You read that Sirach the 2nd chapter. Those that fear the Lord will not disobey his man's word and be filled with the law. Those that love him will be filled with the law, roughly paraphrasing. Right? So if you truly, serve Yahweh Shah, right, you'll be changing your ways. You'll be trying to offend less. You wouldn't be the exact same nigga you was a year ago. Even a month ago. You'll be hastening, let me change. Right? It just goes into what? I think Baruch the 3rd chapter, if I'm not mistaken. you know, being returned back 10 times more, going harder for you, how about you, knowing that how long you've been going off before, you know?
I want to get something for you, bro. This is Ephesians 2 and Ephesians. Huh? Ephesians 2 and what? What happened? Oh, nigga, you start spinning the circles and shit. Nigga, we don't want to talk to your ass, nigga.
Yeah, see, Jake, come on, man. Jake feeling guilty, man. Yeah.
Them pants too tight.
Jake know that shit ain't right, man. Jake know his spirit don't mix with that shit, man. You see, go, hey, bro, I was watching him, bro. Jake with a group of Edomites walking, you seen us, and tried to cut that way. Everybody like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Bro, that's why he need to separate it, because Jake know that shit ain't. Jake know his spirit, they spirit off, bro. He know that shit.
They think we like them other camps.
Yeah.
They think we like them other camps. We with other camps all like, you with them baby eaters?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Check yeah, you right there, brother.
Jake.
In the plaid slacks.
Yeah, with the Dockers on.
With the Dockers on.
Damn, boy, he definitely, not
right.
It's crazy. When you said that guy right here, he just,
bro,
It was like commotion going on.
He was like, damn. Yeah, nigga, you know that shit ain't right, man. Get away from the goddamn Edomites, man.
before they eat you.
Jake find out though, man.
They put that roofie in your drink at the business party.
Right.
Get out.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy to see that. I didn't.
And then you see, now when you watch Get Out, and you read some of them files,
Right.
that ain't no movie.
Man,
let me read this for you, bro. This is Ephesians 2 and 1. And you hath he quickened who were dead in trespasses and sins, where in time past he walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. That's
Exactly.
you, bro.
So he quickened us, man, by giving ultimately this breath, this word, right? Because before we got the word, what we were doing, walking to the course of the action of this world, what seemed right in this world, whatever brothers was into, right? Whatever brother was doing, some brothers was like, oh, brothers come from all walks of life, but now we've been quickened. Now we're like, oh shit, you're not supposed to be doing this. You're not supposed to be doing that. All right, it's actually wicked to do this shit. Oh, this pisses the Lord off. Right. The Lord off. You know, we actually start taking heed to these things and not just continue to walk in that stead. As the scriptures go into, everyone that's in Yahushua Mashiach, he's a new creature. The old things are passed away. Behold, all things shall become new.
First John chapter 1, chapter 2, and verse 6. It says, he that said he abideth in me ought to walk himself also. I'm reading again. It's 1 John 2 and 6. And he that said he abideth in him ought himself also so to walk even as he walked.
Exactly. You can't call yourself a disciple of Yahushua, but you ain't trying to move the way he was moving. Right. You move in literally the complete opposite of what we be doing down here. Right? No, Yahushua, the way he moved to fulfill the will of his father, Yahweh. Right, that's what we're doing. We follow Yahushua's footsteps, man. Our big bro footsteps, man, to the best of our ability. You know, even though we know we're not going, get it 100%, we still strive for masteries, as scripture say. Strive for the masteries. I mean, fight to be that way. Because it's not an easy thing to do. Right, we in the flesh too, man. We subject to these lusts that we have to deal with. As it says in Romans the 7th chapter. Apostle Paul breaks down what you have to deal with, what you deal with in the flesh, pretty much. 7:14 on down. Is that it on that?
John 13 and 15 in the NLT. I have given you an example to follow. Do as I have, do as I have done to you.
Exactly. I have given you. That was a red letter, right? Yep. So Yahushua's letting you know, man. I give you the example, man. I am the example. This is how a man that serves Yahushua is supposed to walk. Right? And if you want to go any other direction other than where he's going, then guess what, man? You walk into basically damnation, to your own destruction.
That's right.
Right? Because the way the path he led for us, man, is the path to life. Right. But any other path that you try to create, man, is going to lead to destruction.
Right.
And you a thief and a robber if you try to come up some other way.
Man, oh yeah. Yahushua path is the straight gate, denying yourself, man. Yeah. You see, all the things about being brotherly, being charitable, all that comes with denying yourself, because your flesh want to be selfish, man. Yahushua is telling you now you got to be selfless, man. You gotta put others before yourself, man.
Yeah.
That's the nature of the flesh to be for self. That's why when this shit collapse, niggas gonna go back to that doggy. I'm every
Yeah.
man for himself.
They're gonna be cutthroat.
But that spirit of but the spirit of Yahweh that resides in his elect, they gonna show the example that they gonna keep that integrity even during the time of trouble, man. You see, that ain't gonna stop. That's why the brotherhood is so beautiful and it's gonna be so important. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something that these people, all the love. We read it earlier, man. Faith is gonna be gone out of the earth. The love, and many gonna wax cold. So where's the love gonna reside? The love is gonna still reside within Yahweh Shai's circle, man.
Which is gonna shine like a light in the world. People gonna be like, damn, these people, the Lord gotta be with them.
Right.
Even we was like, what, class like 2 or 3 weeks ago? Elder Apostle Ramlad was going into how when people see us interacting in public, it's like they see something they never seen before. They're like, damn, I want what they got.
Right.
Because we're so tender with each other, we actually show actual love to one another. And you don't really experience love in the world, bro, to be honest.
Man.
Nobody shows you agape in the world.
Right.
So
That's that same love that David had for Jonathan, man.
Right.
It's a particular, it said that David loved Jonathan, it surpassed the love of a woman. You see, when Christians read that, they think that you know what I'm saying? You have some Christians say that David and Jonathan was having a goddamn more relationship. Man.
they simple because their minds are tainted.
Right.
So they taint any information they receive.
Right, because they category love just like with intercourse.
Yeah.
So when a person hears intercourse, they automatically the first thing you think of is sex.
Intimacy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Intimacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Intercourse can mean intimate, like talking. You know what I'm saying? Close relationship.
And exchanging of beliefs.
Right.
And exchanging of secrets. All those things have been given to the Amos 3:7. Surely the Lord God should do nothing but he revealed his secrets unto his servants the prophets.
Right.
That's intimacy right there.
That's right.
John 15, when the Lord said, I call the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
and I was just gonna say, man, because your woman or your mother, you always with the brothers.
Yeah, hey.
You can't understand, man. Right. It's not for you to understand, man. You see, your women don't get it twisted. Women do have their roles amongst the church.
Right.
See, you have particular women that married. They was around Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? But the main focus, Yahweh Shai was mainly with the men.
That's the
dealing
front
with
line.
The men, exactly. You know what I'm saying? So to understand, like the connection that we have with brothers, bro, that's something that's a love above. That's a love above the love we have of the love of a woman.
Yeah,
Man.
it's gonna come a time when you dealing with your woman and you talking to her, and she gonna say some shit to you where it makes you realize she not spiritual.
Right, bro.
And you just gonna be looking at her like
She can't get it.
I can't have a real deep conversation
Right.
with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know you're talking to somebody, then they say some shit back to you, you like, damn.
And this is the only bro, amongst brothers, that's when we can really
Be our full self.
ourselves, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can be you around your woman, but it's to a certain extent, like the brother said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't gonna
Only
get it.
so far.
Right. Only so far. Hey, that's with people in the world too, yo. You only just deal with people so much, man.
Yeah.
But when we come amongst this brotherhood, man, it's that's why we in, you know what I'm saying, bro? I man should be running to get to the brothers, bro. As fast as I, you know what I'm saying, on Saturdays, man. So,
Yeah.
Bro, being amongst fellowship with brothers, being around that spirit, shit, Apostle Ricard, Apostle Rumlob, the elders, you know what I'm saying, brothers, you know what I mean?
It's rejuvenating.
Bro, yeah, bro, that's a relief, bro. That charges that battery up for that next week, man. You see, to continue to deal with this bullshit, man. You know?
Got anything, bro?
It's like that one.
Yeah, no, you good. Yeah, you need. It's just how you gotta go on the spiritual rant sometimes. The Lord was with you. So, hey, man, Abba Ratazah, the lesson was edifying. You received something from it. We're gonna face to the east once more. Give all praise to the Most High.
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rukakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who taught us his truth and were well. Shalom to all the brothers. And of course, the few Akwats pursuing his truth and sincerity. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, it's a lot here, bro. I started.
You're good.